Welcome to another edition of Friday Night Drive Thru. I'm James, and this is... Here we go again.
I can't think of anything catchy. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go with summer.
Well, we went out to dinner tonight at Shane's Rib Shack. So maybe you're Shane.
No.
Shaney?
I guess Shane could be a good... No, that sounds terrible.
Oh, anyway. Welcome to another edition
Could go with
of Friday Night Drive Thru. So, what did we do this week? I know what I want to talk about first is Predator Badlands. What'd you think of that?
Oh, it was good. Actually, I think it was the best Predator.
I do too.
I was really not looking forward to going to the movie. I was like, well, at least there's popcorn. Not. I just thought it was going to be really bad. It's like, what, the 10th Predator or something crazy. So I was like, this is going to be horrible. But it wasn't. I actually really liked it. It surprised me. It was good.
Yeah, it surprised me too. You know, I've seen, I think, all the Predator movies so far. And I remember seeing, and this is gonna date how old I am. I remember seeing the first one in the theaters with my buddy Greg, who has now passed away. But anyway, yeah, and I loved the first movie, and of course, so did my buddy Greg. We were really into that movie. But then I went and saw Predator 2, and then all the other ones after that. And while they were okay, I just kind of got used to that franchise not really delivering a good movie.
Yeah, it was one of those where you love it. It's more nostalgia. You go because you like the first one. But
that's right.
Not so much the next one.
But Predator's Badland.
I have things like that.
Predator's Badland is badass. So it's got an 85% Rotten Tomatoes. Which is really good.
That is really good.
It's
I expect that for that movie.
Directed by Dan Trachtenberg. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right.
Never heard of him.
I've never heard of Dan Trachtenberg either.
I don't follow those things, so
I do.
If I know a director's name, they're really big.
Because I'm a bit of a movie file. But I was like, Dan Trachtenberg, I'm not really familiar with his work. I looked him up, and he's done a lot of, small projects. And notably commercials and things like that.
Okay.
But he did work his way up into a major film. And I think and I could be wrong, and let me know in the comments below. But I think this is his first major movie endeavor. And I think he hit a home run with it. Really do.
Yeah, really good for
not only did he direct this, it's his story, and he produced it. He is the producer of this movie.
So he wrote it too?
Yeah, he wrote it too.
Okay, now that's impressive.
Yeah. Ellie, is it Ellie? Yeah, Ellie Fanning's in the movie.
Oh, Ella Fanning.
Yeah, and
I think it's Ella.
And she is, I'm not quite sure she's an A-lister,
I think her sister was.
Yeah, her sister's an A-lister. She's
Dakota,
more of a B-lister. But
I don't know, because I tried to look her up, and I unfortunately get them mixed up, so I'm not really sure. I don't remember off the top of my head what she's done. So she's definitely done stuff.
Yeah.
But she's not like, Tom Cruise level by any means.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. She's not an A-lister. But she's a great actress, and it's really good. And then the guy that plays the alien in the movie is Demetrius, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name.
Chicken.
It's, I don't know, about 13, 14 letters long. Yeah, I have no idea.
That's okay. My name was short and nobody could pronounce it, so,
It's a 20th Century Fox production, and it's rated PG-13. If you've seen the movie, just in the comments below, let me know what you think of the movie, because I actually really liked it, and so did...
I did.
So did Pumpkin Spice over here.
I would not have picked to go see that movie, but it was enjoyable. And I probably would have been like, I don't know though, I would have been like, oh, I have to see that in the theater, even after seeing it. But it was good. It was definitely pleasantly surprised. It was a much different story than I was expecting.
Yes, it was much different than all the other Alien movies.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to really get into the details of what the movie was about.
I just liked it because it showed you so much more depth into the alien culture and alien everything. And so that's why I thought it was so enjoyable.
Right.
Because it's like, I feel like it's so common for alien movies to be like there's an alien and you maybe get a glimpse of it and you get no information. So I feel like this made me feel satisfied in that aspect.
It's more from, and not to, I don't really want to get into the weeds about what the movie's about and things like that, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, because it's still a fairly new movie. But you get more of from the aliens' perspective, which is a fresh take on the alien movies. Absolutely. You want to talk about TV shows?
Sure.
I like to talk about TV shows.
Me too. You know I like TV.
So there's a show on AMC called Talamaska. What do you think about Talamaska?
Well, if I've run out of things to watch for the day, then we watch. I guess we get through a whole episode. We usually get through half an episode and go, I'm going to go do something else. It's okay.
It's a tier 2 show.
It's an okay movie.
So I personally rank my shows as tier 1, tier 2, tiers 3, and I'm never going to watch that shit.
That's fair.
Shows.
Yeah.
And I think this is a tier 2 show on my rating. Talamaska is basically about, wow, what was that? I think somebody dropped something upstairs. Yeah. I don't know what my son's doing upstairs, but it made me jump. Anyway, Talamaska is about a vampire, a show that hunts vampires or tracks vampires.
Yeah, I don't think they hunt them. Well, it's okay. So it's in the same universe as the Interview with a Vampire and Mayfair Witches, which we only watched a couple of episodes, and then you were out.
Yep. That was one of those. I'm never watching this stuff.
I would like to go back and finish it because I found out that there's a lot more to it, and then there's more seasons. And so I was like, okay, well then I kind of want to go see it because I want to see. It was actually just starting to get interesting in the story, in my opinion, but it was kind of hard to hang in through the slow start of Mayfair Witches. It wasn't. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with slow start because it just seemed a little too goofy.
But Interview with the Vampire, that's a tier 1 show.
That is good.
That show is really well done. And it has Elliot Gould in it, and Elliot Gould is one of my all-time favorite actors. True. He's an older actor. He's been around. He's done a lot of stuff, and he's very talented.
And, to be fair, I kind of like Talamaska. I'm just iffy on it still. We're still kind of early into the show. I was really put off by, and I'm sorry because she's a big actress and I don't remember her name, but the way she says Talamaska is just goofy. It's goofy and it irritates me.
It kind of
and so it really set me off in the show.
It takes me out of the verisimilitude of the show when she does that. It just really breaks.
It really does.
It really breaks it for me.
That's exactly what it does.
It takes me out of the flow of the show.
Just sort of,
because it's jarring.
It's jarring. Yeah. That's a really good way.
But if you watch the show, it's not like a terrible show.
It's overly dramatic. She's not normally a bad actress, but it feels like it in the show.
Like I said, it's a tier 2 show, and if you watch it when she says Talamaska, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's jarring.
It's
for the story.
It's annoying.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Tulsa King. Tulsa King's on Paramount Plus.
I'm a little disappointed.
It stars Sylvester Stallone.
I really liked last season. I thought it was interesting. This season is feeling very, what's the word I'm looking for? Formula'd. Yeah, yes. That's very. I know this story. I know this storyline already.
It's like they took season 1 and made an exact copy of it in season 2. Just changed the names and the locations and things like that, and a few things. But it's a formula. Last season
it didn't feel as formula'd as this feels like. Oh, I've seen this a dozen times. Like it's feels so much more common.
Yeah, it's like that one show, NCIS. Mm-hmm. Once you've seen one NCIS. You've seen them all.
I don't know if I go with one. I mean, it took a while. We watched the first NCIS.
Tier 3 show.
I don't know if we hung in through the end. I don't think we did. But we watched it for a while. But then, the spin-offs. And some of them were good, some were bad. But after a while, you're like, okay, I've seen it all. I've seen these.
I just expect more from a show that has Sylvester Stallone in it, Tulsa King. I really do.
Yeah.
And like you said, season 1 was, I think they hit a home run with it.
But
season
here's
2
my thing with him.
Is okay.
Is he really acting if he's always the same character? Like, that's not really acting. That's just him.
Yeah, it's typecasting, but he's done it to himself.
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
He really has. It's just...
Maybe nobody else would give him a job doing another acting role.
And it's different characters and a different style of characters.
Tell me what you think in the comments about that.
He just always comes off the same to me. Like... And I'm like, I can't put my finger on if he's a bad actor or if he's just not acting. Like, it's just he's just reading lines.
I thought he was authentic in Rambo, the first movie. 100%.
Yeah.
I thought he was authentic in the first
I still thought
Rocky movie.
Rambo was a little unrealistic, but it was a fun. It was a good movie.
Think Rambo
I don't want
was
to say fun, but it was a good movie.
I think Rambo was trying to make a statement about American vets.
Yes,
that's what I think.
The movie, I agree.
The movie. Yeah.
I do agree, and it was a good movie. I just, like I said, and like I said, he plays. They're always different characters. He just always plays it the same.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. My favorite Rocky movie was Rocky 3. And that's because Mr. T. Mr. T played Clubber Lang, and he knocked it out of the park. Oh my God, what a performance! Pity that fool. That's a good movie.
Okay, not as big a fan. Let's just say that.
Yeah, everybody has their own taste. You're wrong, but I'm right. But that's okay. Yes, it is. Rocky is a guy movie.
It's just, I don't know.
But they put some stuff in there for women. You know, the whole romance with Adrian. I mean, they could have just cut all of that out, and the movie has still been very interesting.
I know, because I think they put it in the story. But I maybe it was just it wasn't that entertaining. Which I like everything. So we know I watch trash TV and movies all the time.
You do. You watch a lot of that teeny bopper stuff that I cannot tolerate.
It's holiday.
I feel like I need a vaccination after seeing some of those shows. I don't watch the
Hallmark ones, but it's Hallmark movies. It's Hallmark movie season. I love those movies, but nobody will watch them with me. So it's my late night indulgence.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
She has to watch it late night because I ain't watching it.
Yeah, and our daughters won't watch it with me. Nobody watches it. They're all, even Jade, our youngest, is like, ew. I don't want to watch that. And they are, to be fair, talk about formulas. Same story. There's been a lot of TikToks and YouTube making fun of it. And it's so true, but I like it. It's the holidays.
Everybody likes what they like. Let's talk a little bit about Foundation. Foundation can be found on AMC.
No, Apple.
Oh, Apple. I'm sorry. Excuse me. You're absolutely right. Foundation is on Apple TV. Yeah, there's a lot of streaming services.
I just realized that.
Seems like a lot started with A, too. Apple, AMC,
I try to stay within 2 at a time so that it's easier to find our shows. Have we strayed from that? We have, haven't we? Because I think Tulsa King's on Paramount, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're watching AMC, Paramount, and Apple TV right now.
Talamaska is on AMC, but I didn't realize it was AMC because it just shows up on our home screen.
Anyway, we're going to talk about Foundation. What do you think of Foundation?
I like Foundation.
Foundation?
I'm getting a little frustrated with the hopping around because I don't...
From planet to planet? Yeah. It's a sci-fi show.
Well, in the timeline even. It hops around in the timeline some. And sometimes I'm like, are they going to be like, after several episodes, be like, 40 years later or whatever, you know? Like, where am I at in the timeline? Am I making an assumption correctly? Because they hop around a little bit, and I've gotten a little flinchy about that because I think it's getting better, but that became a popular thing to do, right? Is to be like, we're going to show now, and then we're going to show 20 years ago, then we're going to show 40 years ago, and I hate that. I hate it so much. It's like listening to a story for me. It's not in order. Right.
I like it. I like the show. I think it's innovative. It is definitely not your run-of-the-mill sci-fi.
It isn't.
I think it's got a very creative and somewhat original storyline.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I do. I really do enjoy it. I like it. I just feel like
if anything,
I kind of want to binge it all at once.
I think it's... If I had to put a flavor on it, I would say it's Dune-esque.
Dune-esque, yeah.
Yes, it's a lot like Dune.
I feel like
it just has that feel to it.
Here and there, I recognize bits that I'm like, I think that's from this other movie, or this seems familiar. But overall, it's so different. And I think my biggest thing is that it's one of those always leaves you wanting more at the end.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the part that's irritating me more than anything.
It's hard not to binge it.
It's hard. I want to just watch all of it because I'm like, when it ends, I'm frustrated, but I feel like I just got to the point and then the show's over.
And the show's over.
And then I want to watch the next one.
Yeah. Well, you know the old saying in Hollywood, always leave them wanting more.
or leave them frustrated. I don't know. It depends on how you look at it.
Leave them frustrated.
But I think this is the days of binge watching, so that's kind of just encourages that. Whereas we don't watch more than one episode usually in a day. Mm-hmm. So it's sort of binge watching, but not all at once.
Yeah, because I have all these shows to get through, and I'm trying to watch. I watch one show, and then I watch another show, and then I watch another show.
Yeah, you don't watch all one show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's because I like to have a lot on my palate, so to speak.
Yeah, you're
my
just
TV
more
palate.
cultured than me. Gotcha.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I would.
Maybe a little bit. All right.
Kind of a TV snob for the most part.
I am. I'm a movie and TV snob. Let's talk about Slow Horses. That's also on Apple TV.
I'm really liking that. We just finished season 1.
Home run.
Are you still liking it? So at the end of season 1?
I
really
Slow
like it.
Horses.
I'm really enjoying it.
It is a.
What's British?
It's a British show, and I love
that's
British TV for the most part.
It's not really British. It's set in a British setting.
But all the actors
it is
are
British. Okay. So, and I don't see.
And
this.
it's in London.
Yeah, and there's. I feel like it's not as bad as it used to be, but I remember. Well, maybe it's just the what are those called? Soap operas. Mm-hmm. I remember my dad used to watch the British soap operas, and they might as well be speaking a foreign language. I couldn't understand anything they were saying.
Yeah.
So for me, when I think British TV, sometimes I think of that. So I want to say it's not like that. Like
I can Manchester accent.
I can understand what they're saying, and every once in a while they use words we have to look up. But for the most part, it's been good.
Right.
They have a lot of slang in Britain.
They do.
I guess we probably do too. It's
and
just
I've learned a lot of British slang watching British TV.
Which is fun.
There's some cool slang.
It is fun. I do like that. So I am really enjoying it. I just want to say it's not like British, like that kind of British where you're like, I don't know what these people are saying.
And that's a very James Bond-esque kind of show. It's about MI5. It's actually about so there's basically 2 MI5s. There's there's really one
of James Bond.
Yeah, there's really one MI5, but you have this is where all the good agents work, and then all the bad agents, all the ones that have screwed up a mission or just not very good at their job, they put them at this other place.
Yeah, or did something they shouldn't have. Yeah.
Yeah. Or they've done something they shouldn't have. So they're kind of like the rogue kind of, you guys, we're not going to give you anything, serious to work on.
The MI5
and of course,
of Alaska.
They end up working on some serious stuff. And they're kind of, I really love the guy that is in charge of that department.
Yeah, and he's an actor I've seen a lot before.
Yes.
So he's
I can't recall his name off the top of my head, but
I feel like he's been a spy before.
Slow Horse is a really good show on Apple TV.
When I saw the ad for it, I was like, and it had this huge rating, and I was like, looking at the picture and the thumbnail and thinking, that doesn't look very good. That sounds stupid. But then I watched the trailer, and I was like, okay, it's a spy thing. We'd probably like that. And then I'm so glad we watched it because I do really like it.
So if any of you guys have watched Talamaska, Tulsa King, Foundations, or Slow Horses, tell me what you think of them in the comments because I'm really interested in what you guys have to say about that. Free battery. I want to talk about free battery.
Free battery?
I got a free battery this week.
Oh, you did get a free battery. Free car battery.
Yes. Oh my God.
That was smooth.
That was smooth.
It's very smooth.
So it
was very nice.
I had just finished door dashing, right? It was last Saturday?
Yeah.
It was Saturday. Yeah.
Because you dropped me off to have lunch with my friend and you went to take care of the car.
Right.
Which was not the plan. He was supposed to run errands and watch the car. But when he went to leave, he was like, that doesn't sound right. I'm like, I thought he was crazy, I'll be honest. I was like, yeah, I didn't hear anything.
So, yeah. So she had a lunch. I've actually finished dashing early, and I had to drop her off to meet her friend at a restaurant because they're lifelong friends. How long have you known Stacy?
No, this was Barb.
Or Barb, I mean.
Since we were 2.
Since they're 2 years old. So that's a long time.
Well, you don't say it like that.
They're friends. Their parents were friends in high school, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Our parents went to high school together.
Yeah, they've been together a long time. So anyway, I drop her off to meet Stacy.
Barb.
Or Barb, I'm sorry. I keep saying Stacy. Because that's another one of her lifelong friends is Stacy.
Yeah, and I had lunch with her a week or 2 ago.
Yeah, so I dropped her off to see Barb over at Elevate Coffee Shop. which is in the Norterra Center in Phoenix, Arizona. If you've never been there, if you're in the Phoenix area,
really good coffee shop.
you should check it out.
Nice.
It's a really nice place.
It is.
So anyway, I drop them off. They're going to go meet up, have some drinks, her and Barb, and and some sandwiches
I was going to say
or
coffee,
whatever.
but I think I got tea. Yeah.
But I went to start the car, and it kind of paused for like a brief second, and I was like, "That's the battery going out. I know that's a battery going out." And she's like, "What? What are you talking about?" I didn't hear anything.
catch.
I didn't feel anything. I was like, "I'm pretty sure the battery's going out. I'm probably crazy, but I just have that feeling." So I dropped her off, and then I went over to a.
I think it was a
No. I went over to an auto parts place. I'm not going to say the name of the place for various reasons, and I'll get to that in a
I
second.
wasn't there, so.
Yeah. So anyway, I dropped her off, and I went over to the auto parts place that's just down the road. And I pull in there, and I go in there, and there's two guys working behind the counter, and the place is dead. There's not a soul in this place. And I go...
I feel like you're always like that. There's
When I walk in the door, I go, "Wow, you guys look like you're bored and you need something to do." And they're like, no, we're good. And we're all laughing and stuff. And I was like, no, I'm going to give you guys something to do. I says, "Can I get one of you guys to go out and check my battery? Because I think my battery's going out." And the one guy, he's super nice. Actually, they were both super nice, but the one guy's
if you've
super
never done
nice.
it, all auto parts stores that I've gone to will go out to your car and check your battery for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice.
Yes.
And they're always so kind about it.
Yeah, so he goes out there and he hooks it up to my battery, and he turns his machine around and it says "bad battery." And I was like, I knew it. I knew I was right.
You were
Vindicated.
right.
I was
Very
vindicated. Yes. So
I'm so glad you were driving because I'm not sure I would have caught it.
So I'm thinking, oh, this is going to cost me about
Awful.
$150. This is what I'm thinking. And I was like, it's been about probably 3 years since I've changed the battery. In Arizona, batteries don't last very long because of the heat. It gets very hot and it wipes your battery out. So they usually typically last about 3 years. So the guy, I go, "Well, I need a new battery." He goes, "Well, let's go." He goes, "I see you got a sticker on this. Looks like it's under warranty. It might be under warranty." And I go, "Yeah." And so we go in there, and I tell him my phone number. He puts it in. He goes, "Wow, this expired 2 weeks ago." And I was like, "Oh, that sucks." And he goes like this, and then like this, and he goes, "Let's change that warranty date."
Because it was not even 2 weeks, you said, right?
Yeah.
It was almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I hate
And
those
before,
circles.
when he was checking my battery, I was just talking to him, and I chatted him up, and I was like, "What kind of car do you drive?" And he says, "See that truck over there?" And I'm not going to get into details on that because it might, dox
we don't
him.
want to get anybody in
I
trouble.
don't want to get anybody in trouble. And so we started talking about his car and everything. So by the time I got in there, this guy, we got a rapport going. And
You do that, though.
yeah, I do
Very
do
friendly.
that sometimes. And he looks around and goes, "Why don't we change the warranty date? Let's say it expires, in December." I was like, "Okay." And so he changes it, and he goes, and he hands me the receipt, and I was expecting it to be prorated. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And it said $0 on it. I says, "You're not going to charge me anything?" He goes, "Not only that," he goes, "I'm going to save you $265 because you have a platinum battery in your car."
Oh.
$265. I was like, "Oh my God."
I know
And
this
I wish I
dates
could
me,
say
but
the
I
name of
swear
the
I remember
company,
when
but-
batteries were $60.
Because I really want to give them,
Yeah.
props for the customer service. Not only did he check my battery, give me the battery for free, the guy went out in the parking lot and put the battery in my car. Took the old one out, put the new one in.
That reminds me of
Customer
the windshield
service,
wipers.
oh my God. And I'm willing to pay, whatever for the battery. But yeah,
It was more than we were expecting by a long
way
shot.
more than I expected.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking, it's going to be prorated, and it's been a while, so I thought we'd pay a lot.
yeah, about $100 or so, whatever.
Yeah, I was thinking it'll be $150.
I think the last time we bought a battery was at like $150. And they've gone up so much. It's ridiculous.
Everything's gone up so much. And, I feel like I remember when candy was a nickel. It wasn't. I remember when it was a quarter. But
Right.
But I feel like that, but it's like more than that, because not only is it everything's gone up because I've gotten older, just in the last couple of years everything's skyrocketed, as everybody knows, because of inflation. It's gotten crazy.
I remember when I'd go to the movies for 50 cents.
Well, $1. Yeah. Not new movies though.
Not new movies. Yeah.
No.
The older movies.
I don't remember how much movies used to be when I was a kid. Do you?
I think they were like $3.
Was it?
Maybe $5. I don't know. They weren't a lot.
I think it was. I want to say it was $5 when I was like a teen, but
they're so expensive. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Do they even have dollar movies? I don't think they have dollar movie theaters anymore, because they have the classic movies on Tuesdays, and those are $5
at the Harkins Theater.
So it's $5.
And that's an Arizona chain.
Movie. Yeah.
Yeah. The Harkins Theater has run everybody but AMC out of Arizona.
Yeah, most companies don't come here anymore because they are so much better, to be honest. But you know, my thing with the classic movies is it's a $5 for a classic movie. But the problem, and this is why we don't have dollar movies anymore, is you're really just going for the popcorn, I feel like, and maybe I guess the screen. But I have a big TV at home, and my recliner is way better than their recliner. And I can make my own popcorn, which is probably a whole lot better for me than theirs is. I mean, it's probably not as good, to be fair, but and I don't have to pay $5 or go find parking.
Yeah.
So I get why there's no dollar movies anymore, because you could just download it.
100%. Yeah, and even those movies that you download that are new, they're like $20. Still saves me so much money.
Oh yeah, going to the theater is crazy.
Yeah. I probably dropped $50 just going to the theater with the family.
Yeah, I was talking to my friend, and she was saying that when they started streaming stuff or during the pandemic, and they discovered they're like, this is so much better, because they're like Disney movies for the kids, right? Mm-hmm. And she's like, we can pay $20 for this movie. She's like, even if we buy it outright for $25 or whatever, it's cheaper than going to the movie theater. The kids can watch it again the next day, and we can pause it every time somebody has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like
or somebody falls down the stairs.
Yeah.
That's happened at our house.
Yeah, it does. It happens.
This place is... Yeah.
And you would be surprised, because it happens fairly frequently, because nobody ever learns, don't wear socks when you're going down the stairs.
Yeah. Crazy.
Even after Jordan had to go get stitches in her hand from doing it, James Xavier slid down the stairs today. They never learn.
They never learn, kids.
And my
grandmother always used to go, kids and dogs, kids and dogs. And I was like, Grandma, why do you say that all the time? Oh, why, Andrew? I get it now. I get it now. My grandmother was the smartest woman in the world.
Although, even though we have the dog, I think around here it's more like kids and cats. Kids and cats.
Right?
Because the cats cause more trouble than the dog. And more fights. Although sometimes it's with the dog.
So are you guys cat lovers or dog lovers or no pets at all? I'd really like to know the answer to that.
That's just asking for a war. Don't you think?
Right?
I don't know.
I've noticed that some people really love cats and they, or hate dogs, and other people really love dogs and so much for cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like both.
I don't know very many people that like both or love both equally.
I love both.
But, yeah.
I don't know. I've really I used to definitely be a dog person, but I've definitely warmed up to cats. We have really good cats, even though there's so many problems.
Right.
I feel like I love
cats.
Love our kitty cats. Yeah, our cats are really good. Our last cat, Stormy, that passed a year or so ago, was a really good cat, and then the three we have now are really good. Even though Daisy's really ornery. She's really smart. She gets into stuff, but she's really smart. She comes when you call her. You can talk to her. I never had cats like that growing up, so I was always like, cats are stupid. But she wants to be held. Yeah, she's a good pet.
Let's talk about Veterans Day. How many vets out there, huh? If you're a vet and you haven't taken advantage of Veterans Day, you are missing out.
Yeah, we cleaned up.
So she had to work on Veterans Day because she works for an evil empire.
to work for
and the place I work for is an evil empire too, but they give you Veterans Day off. So me being a veteran and me loving free stuff, I took full advantage of Veterans Day.
Yeah, you earned it.
So I took my kids and we went over to IHoP where I got to eat for free. That was breakfast. Yum yum. They had what they call a red, white, and blue pancake special or something like that. It comes with ham and eggs and these red, white, and blue pancakes, which I didn't care much for.
Oh, they were good.
I brought them home to her because she likes that fruity stuff.
Because they have it's a whipped cream, strawberry, and blueberry.
So I ate for free there. And then later on in the day, went over to Red Robin, where veterans get to eat for free. Went there with the kids. And they give all the veterans a double cheeseburger, which was really delicious. Bottomless fries. My stomach started hurt just talking about
and
a nice tea.
Ate out all day. Yeah. It was a lot.
Oh yeah, by the end of the day I was sick.
My dinner, we were all like, oh good.
Then I went over to Texas Roadhouse. And Texas Roadhouse, between the hours of 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., give you all veterans a free coupon or a voucher to come back for a free steak dinner. And if you've never eaten at Texas Roadhouse, you're missing out because they have the best steaks.
That's a really good deal.
Their steaks are awesome. So, yeah, that's a smoking deal. And they do that every year. This is the third year since I found out about it that I've gone down there and gotten the free voucher. Yeah. So I love that. And then in the evening, when she was off work, we picked up her friend Barb.
Yeah, well, we met Barb at Chili's because she's a vet.
Yep. Yeah, she was in the Navy.
Yeah.
And we went to Chili's. And me and Barb got to eat for free there, too.
Yeah.
So by the end of the night...
We were supposed to go by Freddy's and get a card, but by then you were like, I just want to go home. My stomach hurts.
Yeah, I don't want to eat anymore.
We were all so sick. We just wanted to go home and go to bed. It was like, oh, I ate too much. I might not eat for days. I don't think we ate very much the next day either.
No, we didn't. I like eating out and stuff, but not all 3 meals. Oh my God, I was so sick. But I had so much fun. You know, Veterans Day reminds me of Christmas and my birthday all rolled up into one. You know, everybody's like, oh, thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day. And here, have some free stuff.
And to be fair, we did things in between. We didn't just go from one meal to the other.
Yeah.
Because I know I met you for lunch because we had an appointment. And then afterwards we went to the movies. And then we went to dinner with Barb. So, yeah, so it was a whole thing. We didn't just eat. It just felt like we just ate.
Right.
I felt like we did nothing but eat all day. It was a lot.
Want to talk about work?
I don't know if I want to talk about work.
I don't know if I want to talk about
I'm not sure how much I could talk about my work. Crazy things are happening at my work. I can't even wrap my head around craziness.
The Evil Empires. Oh, there goes my alarm. Let me snooze that. There, I snoozed it for a little while.
The Evil Empire has decided that a lot of the people I work with need to return to office. But by return to office, they mean go to office because a lot of the people I work with have never been to the office and don't live in the same state as the office. So there's no return in the return to office. There's just, they want them to move across the country and live where the office is. And there's actually 4 different offices, but apparently I thought you were going to get to pick which one you wanted to go to, which I thought was kind of crazy because it's all, what is it? They said for innovation and collaboration.
What a load of crap.
What all the companies are saying right now is you need to be in person for this, which just irritates me to no end. But because it just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen anymore in person because it's not doing it whenever you're at your desks. You're at your desks. You're not talking and collaborating. Right. You don't want to do that in a conference room in a meeting. I could have done that on a virtual meeting just as well as I did in person. What difference does it make us for face-to-face? It's the stupidest thing. But anyway, so they're telling people what office they need to go to. And so, like, one person I work with lives in Kansas. And she gets to choose because she's at a level where she has people that report to her and they're going to be forced to go to Arizona. But the person she reports to is being forced to go to California. So she has to pick between those. But she lives in Kansas. I don't know what she's going to do. But I know people that live in Missouri who are not moving. Texas, not moving. North Carolina there was no way he was moving. But then he was told, no, you don't have to return to office. Which is good because he said you could pay me money to move to Arizona. And, but so his team, which I officially report to him, so I don't have to return to office yet. I'm supposed to be getting a promotion in a few months and then they think I would have to return to office. Nobody really knows. This is the craziest thing about this announcement is it came out. We all panicked and went to our boss, who was also panicking because didn't know anything, went to their boss, who also didn't know anything. It was just, and their boss was out of office for like the next week. It was just insane. So it's crazy. I know 3 people that are on the East Coast who live within an hour of an office, but no, they can't go to that office. They need to go to the Arizona office. That's not going to happen. Like it's basically just firing everybody. So
yeah, that's how they're getting rid of it. Yeah,
I
they
think in
do
90
that.
days, I'm not going to have any bosses.
I think that's how they're trying to lay people off without doing layoffs. Mm-hmm. So they don't have to pay
100%.
unemployment, and it also doesn't get reported on like the Bloomberg report or in the newspaper in the New York Times or anything like that.
I hear rumors that Bloomberg is reaching out to some of these people.
Ooh.
I told them they should talk to him. They're like, no, it could be a setup. A setup? I'm like, what?
Wow.
I know it's the evil empire, but I'm pretty sure nobody has time for that.
Right?
Like, that's really paranoid.
Turn to office.
It's not like you're going to lose your severance package. You're getting fired, or well, you're not getting fired because then they pay you unemployment. You're being forced to resign.
Yeah.
The evil empire.
Very evil.
Emphasis on evil.
You know, one of my kids, I'm not going to say which one, works at one of the big box stores.
Yeah, be careful there.
So what's funny is she told me this story the other night where this lady, and she's a cashier, okay, at one of these big retail places, and the lady comes up to the thing, and she's paying for her stuff, and she says, "I don't like your deli." And my daughter goes, "What's wrong with the deli?" "Oh, all the meats have too much preservatives in it." And she's like, "Oh, really?" And she's like, "Yes, it's disgusting. Can you get me some Marlboros?"
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I can't eat the meat, but I can smoke the cigarettes.
Which has arsenic in it and all these poison toxins and all this.
I guess
and
pick your
causes
poisons.
Cancer. People. You won't eat deli meat, but you'll poison yourself with cigarettes.
I guess you could say the same thing. Like, we don't smoke, but we eat deli meat.
Yeah.
I don't eat a lot of deli meat. It's too high in salt. So
yeah, maybe.
But still,
I just thought the whole thing was kind of funny.
It's crazy, and it's crazy that people complain like that and then follow it up with something that is completely ridiculous. It's like, weren't you just complaining about that? Yeah, 100%.
I just thought it was a cute story.
It is a cute story.
And I wanted to share it, yeah.
She's had a few cute stories this week, and one that was heartbreaking that I don't think I can tell because I don't want to risk getting her in trouble. But yeah, she sees a lot of things.
Memes?
Memes?
Want to talk about memes?
Yeah, if you go first, because I have to look it up. I've forgotten what mine was.
Okay,
I saw one this week, and I just can't remember.
I wrote this one down because I didn't want to screw it up.
That's why I'm looking this up.
This one is about procrastination. I saw this one. It says,
I remember where it is.
"My goal for 2020 is to accomplish the goals of 2019, which should have been done in 2018 because I promised them in 2017 and I planned them in 2016. You know what this sounds like? My job. Sounds like
we'll get around to it
planning at my work. Yeah. So I thought that one was kind of funny.
Okay, I saw one in here I was going to look up, and I can't remember now.
You should screenshot them.
I should.
And then you can.
I totally forgot.
Yeah. It happens. I can go over a stupid question of the week while you're still looking that up. So I saw a survey, and this one came out from the VA of all places. On the question, one of the questions they ask on this survey is, have you ever been in an accident that resulted in your death? Let that sink in for a second. Have I ever been in an accident that resulted in my death? I think anybody that answers yes, first of all, I want to know how they answered yes because they're dead. So I think that's 100% no on that one.
That's funny.
Did you find it yet?
I did.
Oh, good.
I did find it.
Shoot that over to me when you get a chance.
And this is, I've never seen two sane sisters. One is always laid back, and the other is always has anger issues. We have 3 daughters.
Yeah.
And this is very true.
Isn't it?
Yes. We know one who is laid back, and it drives the other 2 crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, that is hilarious. I have a couple other ones, but I think I will save them because they're more seasonal. So, for the right season. But I thought with Thanksgiving coming up, that's a good one. And I will send you that. So.
Well, thank you very much.
Because I know I always forget to do it. I'm going to do it now.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on the video.
Because you're always like 3 days later, like, I just went ahead and didn't put it in the video because you didn't send it to me.
Yeah.
I don't have memory issues. You have memory issues.
What? I forgot what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I remember that old saying. You know you're getting old because the first thing that goes is your eyesight, and the next thing that goes is I can't remember
what it is.
I can't remember what it is.
You know what I always think of when I think of that?
That made me laugh.
This was the nail in the coffin for me. And this was actually not a meme. It's a true story. I got off the phone with my mom, and you were like, what did you guys talk about it? And I said, oh, it was really interesting. Mom was telling me the difference between Alzheimer's and dementia. And you go, what was it? And I go, actually, I can't remember. And I know now. I have since looked it up because it drove me crazy after a while. I had to just look it up.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't know. I was just talking about it and I've already forgotten. It hasn't been an hour.
Oh my God.
So, but yeah, Alzheimer's is a type of dementia. So you can have dementia and have Alzheimer's.
I did not know that.
How does that go? Alzheimer's is dementia, but dementia is not necessarily Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's, yeah. Yeah, I follow you.
Yeah. So I think I got that right.
It's like gasoline can be unleaded, but not all gasoline's unleaded. I don't know. I know
what you mean. Unleaded is gasoline, but gasoline's not necessarily
unleaded. Sometimes it's premium and supreme.
Yeah.
Supra gas.
You know, I don't know about our car if it's supposed to have the premium or whatever.
No.
I know I know my old minivan, I always think of that because I laugh when I bought it. The guy was like, do not put premium in this car. It will mess it up.
Yeah,
it does not need premium. It's not good for it.
Because it burns hotter.
Don't spend the money. You're just going to mess up your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I don't think so.
I just laughed because I was like, my car is apparently not premium.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was a good war wagon for the kids, though.
The war wagon. Yeah, I remember the war wagon.
I just remember going to the car wash.
But
no, and you can't say that. It was at the end, but I drove it for...
You talking about the Ford?
No, not that one. That was a pile of crap.
Yeah.
I meant the Kia.
Oh, that was a good car.
Yeah, we only had the Ford for like 2 years. It was horrible. But I drove I bought the Kia van brand new and drove it until I had to sell it for parts. It was a good van. I drove it a long time. Kids grew up in that van. But I just always think of that van. I think of going to the car wash and getting out and the poor guy with the vacuum cleaner going, how many kids do you have? Because there were French fries everywhere.
French fries.
All the time.
And those little goldfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear the kids wanted to go for car rides just to eat the car snacks. Because I used to have a box with snacks in it for the car rides. But it wasn't really intended for every time we went for a car ride. It was one for when I was running errands and I didn't want to hit a drive-through because I didn't want them eating that stuff. It kind of like Jade and I had a shoebox full of like cheap flip-flops because we were just talking about this the other day. We would get someplace and go to get out and our son was the worst. We're going in the store. Oh, I don't have any shoes on. What do you mean you don't have shoes on? You knew we were going to the store, and we live in the burbs. So by the time we get to the store, we're nowhere near the house, and we'd have to go buy new shoes. So then my daughter caught onto this and was like, "Oh, new shoes? I forgot my shoes," because she always wanted new shoes. So then I started keeping flip flops in the car, which helped because when we got someplace but then I always had to restock them. Because you know what I should have done is when we get home, turn them back into the box.
Right.
But they were always forgetting, or by the time we got home, I didn't remember, or they'd lost one. I don't know how you lose a shoe while you're wearing it, but...
Yeah, if kids can lose a shoe while they're wearing them, my kids can do that. They're like boss level shoe losers.
My brothers used to do that.
Oh my God.
They would lose a shoe while they were out wearing
You know, we always wore our shoes when we were kids. The only time you took your shoes off is when you're going to take a bath and go to bed. I'd get up in the morning, I put my shoes on, and them suckers did not come off until I was ready to take a bath at night.
You know, when I think about it, I don't really know how I was an overweight kid because I never wore my shoes. So I had to run really fast in the summer.
Yeah.
From shade. I remember running from shady spot to shady spot, so I wouldn't burn my feet, which I always burn my feet.
Yeah, because it's Phoenix.
Because,
but you know, when you're a kid, I know when I was a kid, and yeah, sometimes me and my friends would run barefoot. outside in the summertime.
And it's like you have calluses.
It'd be
like
115 degrees out, but the pavement be like liquid. The asphalt would literally be almost liquid.
Yes.
And we would run on top of that. It's like running on the surface of the sun.
You weren't a girl. I was going to ask you to remember jelly shoes, but you weren't a girl.
No.
In the I think it was the early 80s when the jelly shoes came out. And I remember because I was in like junior high, I think. And those lasted, that fad did not stick here in Arizona because it literally stuck. Like they melted on the pavement. It didn't work out well. It just didn't work. They melted.
But it's a dry heat.
Yeah.
But it's a dry heat. So it's the inside of my oven.
and it is.
Dry heat, wet heat is just a bunch of bullshit.
But it is, because I know when we moved to North Carolina, it was June.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to die. I couldn't breathe. I was like, I'm not going back outside. I'm staying in the shower.
It's like the difference between a sauna and an oven. They're both hot and miserable.
Hot. It is hot. And to be fair, we don't go outside here either. You know, we don't. People are always like, so what do you do in the summer? Oh my goodness. I had
what do you do in the winter?
I had such a laugh this summer because I saw somebody, this is a legit post on Facebook, a local Facebook group. Somebody posted, so what are the secret spots? What are the secret things that, natives go do in the summertime? And I just laughed. And I looked and people were like, nothing.
Yeah, you stay inside in the air conditioning.
We go to a museum or the mall, and that's only if it's a good day. Because if it's not a cool enough day, it's just not even worth going from your house to the car. But I told a friend of mine this because I told you, and we laughed. And then I told a friend of mine at work because she is also Arizona native. And she just laughed hysterically. We just had such a good laugh over that because there are no secret spots, not in here in town. Yeah. There are secret spots out of town, but not in town.
Go to the water park.
You don't do that.
Water park's fun.
Yeah, no, I burn, so I can't even do that.
Yeah, I like the water park.
I burn in the shade literally in the summer, so
when we were
kids, really do outside.
At least me and my friends, the heat didn't really bother us. I mean, we were out in the sun all day long, riding our bikes and just being crazy. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, where's the shade?
My thing as I've gotten older is that I know that the sun poisoning and it's damaged my skin, and I have all kinds of skin issues. So I don't want cancer to be one of them. I don't want cancer to be one of them, so I just avoid the sun.
In that
sunscreen isn't recommended because I'm allergic to everything. So
it's like that one Star Trek movie where Spock's dying and he's sliding down the thing. And radiation. And he's like, radiation. That's what it's like to go outside in the summertime in Arizona, in Phoenix.
At least for me.
Radiation.
Every time we go someplace, you always bring an extra hat and then put it on my head because,
because she always forgets her hat.
Because I don't go outside. I forget what you're supposed to do. I just generally avoid it.
Yeah. I have to wear. I would recommend a hazmat suit for outside. One of those silver ones that reflects the sunlight back out.
It would be so hot. You wouldn't be able to breathe in that. Can you imagine being in one of those
radiation?
And to be fair, I mean, I don't think we even hit 120 this year. It was a pretty mild summer, and I say that to people, and they're like, "What?" And they're like, was it over 110? I'm like, yeah, of course it was over 110. It was the summer. Mm-hmm. But we didn't hit 120.
I think that was in the Wrath of Khan movie, the radiation bit.
I don't know. Yeah. I remember the scene, but I couldn't tell you what movie it was.
It was the second Star Trek movie ever made, Wrath of Khan.
Didn't we just discuss 82? My memory?
I'm thinking, is 82 or 83?
Maybe your memory is worse than mine.
If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But I think it was 82 or 83 when that movie came out. Wrath of Khan is the shit.
She still keeps going. Like, I'm going to actually
remember that movie.
Yeah, that was a good
I saw that in the theaters, too.
That wasn't one of those, it was really good the first 3 times movies. But I've seen
I could watch that movie a ton of times. It's like Patton. I could watch Patton. George C. Scott is the best actor, and he just nailed it in Patton.
Once was enough for me. Unfortunately, I've seen it at least 5 times.
Hey, if you haven't seen the movie Patton, oh my God, watch it. George C. Scott's performance is, no words. There's no words to describe it. It's amazing. Amazing.
It was a good movie. It did not make me like Patton. That's for sure. I don't see it, but I know you do. I did not really need to see it more times, but unfortunately I did because you've seen it so many times that I have.
I never get tired of that movie.
Been suckered in, or
it's like Dune.
Whatever.
I never get tired of Dune. The original Dune movie. Now the remakes of the Dune,
so much better.
Those are so good.
They're so much good.
I cannot wait for that third movie to come out.
I was gonna say I think that's supposed to be coming out soon.
I like Dune.
Like
when I
next year?
watched the movie Dune, I went out and read all the books. Every single one of them.
I'm
And there's
surprised you
like
haven't
20
already.
books.
I'm surprised you haven't. I did not know this until fairly recently. We saw somebody on YouTube talking about it, but apparently that was one of those preteen boy books that most.
Oh, it
girls
has
read.
a cult following for sure.
So I'm surprised you haven't read it already.
You know.
Yeah. But, yeah, Dune is really good. I do really enjoy it. And I think the first movie didn't do it justice, which just makes me sad.
Yeah. The first movie...
The original, I should say.
The original first movie that came out in 1979, 1980, something like that. It's
ago?
not a recent movie. It's probably at least 40 years old or more. Anyway,
it was in the 80s.
The movie was so deep.
In the 80s.
The story was just so deep, and all the different factions, and it really resonated with me just how intricate that story was.
It has a lot of politics.
And it does. It has a lot of politics. And I was probably 16, 17, maybe 18 at the time that it came out, something like that. It was in my late teens. And I went and saw that movie, and all my friends are like, I don't get it. And I'm like,
that was me.
That's the day I realized that my friends are stupid. Okay, that they didn't have any kind of deep thinkers that they were. I mean, I love my friends, but yeah, they're just not deep thinkers.
I was more into.
But that movie is so
Monty
rich.
Python and that sort of thing at the time.
And I liked it so much. And then when I read the books, oh my God, it's like my head exploded.
Yeah.
Because the books. She's right. The movie does not do the story justice.
Well, and I feel like the new movies...
Because when you read the books, you're like, oh my God.
But having seen the new movies, I feel like the original movie, it didn't touch the justice. And speaking of TV shows, the Dune prequel TV show is really good. Can't get enough of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. What was that on? Was that
HBO or Max or whatever they call it now?
Was it?
I think.
I could binge watch that all over again.
Yeah, that was really good.
You got to watch that. Yeah. That was really good.
That is really, really good. And it's one of those answers questions, but then also gives you more questions. So you definitely need to see more of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When's the next season coming out? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I don't either. I don't remember.
I
know I looked it up, and I'm pretty sure that they greenlit the next season, the second season.
I'm pretty sure they
did. I am at the edge of my seat in bated breath and in anticipation.
You're such a character. Yeah, no.
That reminds me of that movie. Oh my God, it had Dudley Moore in it.
Oh, I love Dudley Moore.
Arthur.
And
oh my God.
That was one of my favorite movies.
Arthur.
I love that movie.
Arthur's is drunk. If you've never seen this movie, you gotta see this.
Arthur. There's another one that's not.
Yeah.
I can't really remember what the other one's about.
Yeah, watch the one with Dudley Moore in it.
Yeah.
So there's this scene, and Arthur's like this.
There's a lot of
he's this rich guy, and he's never worked a day in his life. He's old. He's like old money.
Yeah.
Right. And anyway, he has this butler,
Black Sheep of
and his
and all that.
butler's so uptight. and Arthur wants to go out and do some new things, and Arthur's always shit-faced. This guy is an alcoholic. He's a serious drunk. He's a funny drunk. That's really what the movie's about. The movie's about how he grows as a person. So he starts out as this childlike drunk, an adult childlike drunk, and he doesn't give a shit. And he's just everywhere he goes, he's shit-faced, and it's a scene. It's a comedy. Problem. It's a riot. And anyway, there's this part where his butler's always taking care of him. His butler basically wipes his ass, you know.
Yeah, he takes care of him.
He does everything for him. And his butler's all uptight and fuddy-duddied, you know. And anyway, there's this part where Arthur goes, I'm going to go to the bowling alley. And his butler's a smart ass. Okay,
yeah,
he's uptight, but he's a smart ass.
Okay,
and he says, "Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat in anticipation for that event," or something like that. I can't remember the exact line.
That's how he talks the whole movie.
But it's really a riot. Good. And if you haven't seen Arthur, my God, go see Arthur.
And it's funny because it's a really good funny movie, but there's an undertone that's dark.
Yeah, it has a dark undertone. But I don't want to ruin the movie for you. But it's basically a hero's journey type movie, where the hero starts off and he's reluctant. He's a reluctant hero because he doesn't want to change. And you see how he grows as an individual by the end of the movie. And what he finds in the movie is love. He finds true love.
It's almost a coming of age movie, but way too old. He's too old to be.
It's a comedy romance. And I hate romance movies. I'm the first to tell you I can't stand them.
I try.
But Arthur,
all the time.
Arthur really resonated with me. It pulled at my heartstrings, and it's a really good story.
It is a really good story.
Engine room, where the hell's my drink? That's from that movie.
That is from that movie. That was in a restaurant.
Yeah, it was in a restaurant.
Engine room, where's my drink?
Yeah,
they're trying to get him out of the restaurant.
Yeah.
But they can't just chuck him because he's really wealthy. And he's from a family or something.
He's got more money and he knows what to do.
And they don't want to cause an issue.
Never had a job, never had any kind of responsibility. All he does is
kind of hate that.
He just drinks day in, day out. Yeah, it's a great movie.
Doing that.
So I won't spoil it for you guys.
Sometimes I feel like I just don't like alcohol the way some people like alcohol, because that sounds awful.
I've never been a big drinker myself.
I get a stomachache just thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean, I drink socially and occasionally from time to time, but I'm not a type that I need alcohol. I have to have
And you
alcohol.
have like one drink.
And I've known people like that more than once. Person like that in my life has crossed my path. That I cared about and I was friends with.
And it's hard. It's hard to watch people go through that.
It's insidious how things like that, kind of.
But I feel like it's and
control people's lives.
And they talk about they like alcohol, but I don't think it's really liking alcohol when you become like that, or drugs or whatever it is.
It's a coping mechanism.
It's a coping mechanism of not wanting to deal with something.
Yeah.
With reality is too hard.
Yeah.
And that I get. I get.
We've all been there.
That. Everybody's been through something like that.
Everybody's been through a hard time in their life. Absolutely.
Yeah. Everybody's had something they'd just like to skip.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. My first wife. Just joking.
That's so rude.
I love you, Stacy.
Okay, that's a bit much. Anyway.
No, Stacy wasn't a bad person.
No. She's not.
She's married. Stacey. She was married to me.
Not my friend Stacy.
So I felt bad for her.
We know a lot of Stacy.
She's excused.
There's excuses.
Yes.
All right.
I don't really have.
Did we cover
else?
the whole week? I feel like.
I think we covered the week. What do you guys think? Do you think I covered the week?
That week, I feel exhausted just talking about that week.
Oh my god.
And this week wasn't. Well, it's funny because I always like, oh my god, what a crazy week. Major things happened at work this week for both of us, but it wasn't a crazy week, which kind of scares me because there's probably something I don't know.
They want to promote me at my job and they don't want to pay me.
They just want to give you the work. Quiet promoting. We
that's called quiet promoting.
They have been doing that to me for years.
And
apparently that's just a thing. I thought it was just me.
And they're not even going to change my job title. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, you're just now in charge of people.
I want to be paid more because of all the extra, responsibilities I got to take on. And I want my job title to change to Celestial Priest of Babylon. I want that on my business card. Celestial Priest of Babylon.
I know who you work for. That's never ever going to happen.
That would be cool, though. Could you imagine?
You can't. I don't think you put the word priest on your business card if you work for any corporation or anything that's not religious based.
I could be the CPOB, Celestial Priest of Babylon. CPOB. Get a hold of James. James? You mean the CPOB?
No, it's not James. What is it now?
Jamis. Oh yeah. So tonight I'm going by everywhere I went. I was Jamis. And that's not with an. You know how in Spanish you have the Nye? Well, I have the Mye.
I think that's a thing. Oh, so okay. So when you were correcting me, you were just being a smartass. I thought you were legitimate. I don't know.
There's no Mye. Is there an Mye?
I don't know.
I don't think. You let me know, guys. I don't think there's an Mye.
I'm gonna have to Google this now. I don't know, but I just know when we went out to dinner and she asked for a name and I said James and you said how was it?
That's Jamis. Jamis with an
Jamis.
M-E-A.
Sounds like you say Janice.
She laughed her ass off. I had the girl at Shane's Rib Shack laughing so hard at the POS at the point of sale. He
was making inappropriate jokes.
Okay, I made one inappropriate joke. So
it wasn't that
I said, she goes, "What would you
play off what I said?
What would you like?" And you said, "I want a half rack." And I looked at the girl and I said, "I love women with half racks." And she started laughing. I says, "Oh, that's kind of inappropriate, isn't it?"
He apologized.
I apologize. I says, "I'm sorry, that's inappropriate, isn't it?" And she goes, "Oh no, you're funny."
Oh my goodness! I don't know how you do get the people. It's like you suck people in.
It's terrible. Very suspicious.
All right. Well, that's okay. We're on vacation this week for the holidays.
We are on vacation.
It's busy, but it's a different kind of busy.
We'll probably do a Thanksgiving edition of, if we have time.
If I'm still
it's going to be
after Thanksgiving dinner, but we'll see.
Holidays are so busy for us.
I may have to sleep and do it the next day.
We did that Halloween edition of Friday Night Drive Thru, and maybe we'll try. I can't make any promises.
Do a Thanksgiving one or a Black Friday one.
Oh yeah, Black Friday.
Yeah,
Black Friday edition. Ooh, I like the sound
of
that.
If I shop on Black Friday, it will probably be on my computer. But you shouldn't, because Monday is Cyber Monday. But I don't know. I don't know if any of that means anything.
Cyber Monday.
I feel like all the big stores are having their Black Friday sales already. So I don't know if Black Friday, the day itself, is a thing anymore.
That's my phone.
Somebody's phone died.
Yeah, that's my phone.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh. Janus.
Is that your phone?
Celestial Priest of Babylon. The CPOB is here.
I'm not calling him that. I can't even remember that. It's too big. It's too big a title.
She'll call me Janus because I'm sexy like that. It's not going to happen. No? Not going to happen ever?
No.
All right.
No,
well, anyway, I'm done. You got anything else?
Nope, I don't. Your phone's still okay. Not great, but okay.
All right. I'll catch you guys. I'm trying to sign off.
I'm sorry.
Relax. I'm trying to sign off.
I'm always talking.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so am I. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.